They called me healer once, before the rot, before the hunger, before I learned how power tastes on the tongue, sweet, metallic, forbidden, before the smoke carried screams into the night like a lover's moan, curling around my body, caressing my bare shoulders beneath my robe. My name is Amarai, and I was once beautiful, dangerously so, the kind of beauty that makes men ache and women tremble, that makes them crawl to me, desperate, whispering, "Save me," as their hands linger too long on my skin. Not the kind of beauty that fades, no. The kind that poisons, that twists men into fools, that makes women beg for my touch, for my mercy, for my ruin. I let them. I wanted them to. But they didn't know. Every cure I gave, every kiss, every moan I coaxed from trembling lips stole a piece of them. I drank their pain, their pleasure, their life, and I was never satisfied. I am Amarai. The blood beneath my tongue is not just theirs, it is my confession, my curse, my pleasure. And I would taste it all again. You see, power always demands a price. And I, Amarai, have always known how to make them pay. I refused to pay with my own time, my own beauty. Instead, I took what I needed from them, slowly, intimately. I drank in their youth, their strength, their trembling gratitude. I took it all drop by trembling drop. They came to me burning with fever, their bodies slick with sweat, death already curling in their veins. And they left with their lives, but never whole, never untouched. They gave me their pain, their secrets, their darkest desires, and I devoured it all, hungrily, like honey thick with ash, sweet and bitter, clinging to my tongue. One night, as the moon bled silver across my skin, a man came to my door. He didn't knock. He stood there watching me, hungry, unafraid, tall, dark, alive with something more than breath, something dangerous, something I craved. He said his name was Kairo, but the truth is, he never told me who he was. I gave him that name, Kairo, because he arrived with no past, no story, only secrets. Still, I could taste the lie on his lips. I wanted to taste more. And I needed him, needed to taste his darkness, to feel his curse burning against my skin. Not his love, not his lips. I wanted the poison in his veins, the hunger in his soul. I wanted his curse deep inside me. I wanted to be ruined by it. I made him crave me, every inch, every secret, not with potions, but with the slow, deliberate worship of skin on skin. My hands, dark and soft, traced the map of his longing, my lips finding wounds he never dared show the world. I whispered lies, honeyed and sharp, into the hollows of his soul, lies only I could make him believe. We tangled in moonlight-soaked sheets, the air thick with sweat and secrets. His breath, hot and desperate, ghosted over the curve of my spine, making me arch into him, hungry for more than just his touch. His fingers trembled, not from innocence, but from the primal fear that somewhere deep down he knew he was prey. I wasn't there to be loved. I was there to consume, to devour, to take everything he tried to hide. When he kissed me, it seared, an electric warning, not passion. His kind weren't made for love, only for the exquisite pain of wanting what would destroy them. But before I could finish the binding, before I could claim his fire, his curse, his silence, he woke, his eyes wide, the spell broken by the raw ache of truth.
You never loved me. You only wanted to own me.
And I smiled, wicked and soft. Of course not, darling. I only needed your fire, your curse, your silence. Love was never part of the spell. He vanished, leaving me sprawled in the ritual circle, my bare skin slick with sweat and blood, the taste of his power still hot and metallic on my tongue. My body trembled, half drained but not empty, never empty. Enough of him lingered inside me, his magic, his hunger, his memory, enough to keep my heart beating, to keep my lips parted in a silent, desperate gasp for more. Years slipped by, slow and cruel. My curves faded, my skin darkened and cracked like ancient bark. But my eyes stayed hungry, my hair, once soft coils, now wild and defiant, a crown of midnight. My hands, once worshipped, now gnarled and trembling, still remembered the feel of his body, the heat of his mouth. I ached for more power, more flesh, more of that forbidden ecstasy. So I bared myself to the night, naked beneath the full moon, and whispered a forbidden spell. My final breath, thick with longing, spilled into the cauldron, mixing with the blood I'd drawn from my own thigh. The air pulsed with my need, and then he returned, not in flesh, but in vision. Kairo, Vileon, his name a moan in my mouth, still walking the earth, still hiding, still powerful, still mine, in the ways that matter. I waited, patient and wicked. I planted seeds in blood, shaped new children from bone and will and the raw, aching rage of a woman scorned. My creations, my lovers, my soldiers, my revenge. When the time is right, they will rise. No rules, no counsel, no mercy, only the hunger I taught them, the pleasure of taking what they desire. And Kairo? Oh, he will come. He always comes for what he once loved. He cannot resist the taste of me, the memory of my mouth, the promise of my ruin, even if he must destroy it, even if he must destroy me. That is the curse of love, isn't it? To want, to need, to devour, even as it poisons you. Because love is the greatest curse of all. And I wear it on my tongue, sweet and sharp, waiting for him to taste me one last time. At the end of the episode, please stay tuned next Thursday.